Well, on this gorgeous holiday weekend, many people opted out of traveling too far away, but some took advantage of this time by hopping on a plane despite COVID-19 restrictions. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Joe Zone is live at Bradley International Airport with a closer look. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Courtney. I got to tell you, if you have not traveled by air lately, you might be surprised how easy it is to get around the airport. Now, that is good news for travelers, not so much so for the airline industry.
I found everyone to be very polite. Everyone kept a mask on the entire time.
Alberta Slattery has a home in Madison, but spends much of her time in Florida. She came back here today from Florida, one of the states on the restricted travel list.
I researched what I had to do for Florida before I went back this trip, and I couldn't find anything. Unlike Connecticut, you didn't have to fill out a health form, but I did self-quarantine in Florida.
This is the last big travel weekend of the summer, but if people traveled, it wasn't through airports, at least not very much. Maybe 1 million over the 3-day weekend when we get the final numbers tomorrow, but that's just a fraction for a normal Labor Day weekend. Fewer flyers are having a devastating impact on airports like Bradley.
We've pulled flights out of Bradley, so there's not as many seats coming in and out of the airport.
Fewer people in the seats suits Lucy Higgins just fine. She returned from Florida to her home in Manchester. It's her second flight since the COVID restrictions kicked in.
Very comfortable. The airports are not crowded. There's an obvious effort, both in airports and in airplanes, to keep the surfaces clean and sanitized, and everybody goes out of their way. Masks are required.
Air travel is up since the low numbers of March and April, but it's a long ways back. The truest measure of all could come in November, during the busiest travel weekend of the year. Usually you know how tough it is to get through security at the airport. We'll take a look right now. Almost no one here as this weekend wraps up. Live at Terminal A at Bradley International Airport, Joe Zone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.